Hello everyone, welcome to Card Design Thursday. So I am so excited about this card. As you know, I've been trying to look for some unusual cards or different cards. And this week is Christmas week. If you remember, every other week I do a Christmas card so that I'll be ready for Christmas by the time I send out cards. So today we're going to be making a really cool card that I picked up from Sam at Mixed Up Papercraft here on YouTube. Sam is a lovely crafter from the UK, and I have really enjoyed watching a lot of her projects and things. Of course, I'm changed mine up a little bit today because I'm totally not doing what she did because I don't have all the supplies that she did. If you remember, everything that I use on my crafts and my cards are from my stash. So let me show you the card first so you'll understand what I'm talking about, and then I'll show you what you need. This is the card that we'll be making. And this is so cute. And it's really hard. Whoops, I got it upside down. It's really hard to see all of it from here, but it does stand up. And it's just a really cool looking card. And so I'm going to show you how to make that today. It's really easy. So let me show you what we need. You're going to use a scoreboard. Well, I'm going to use a scoreboard. You can use a ruler, but you do need a scoreboard for part of it. And the papers that you're going to need, the dimensions are, you're going to need a piece of paper that your base of your card, and it's 7 by 9. And then you're going to need some bits and pieces for your paper. This is going to be one of our mats, and it is 6 3/4 this way by 2 3/4 that way. And then the top piece on there is 6 1/2 by 2 1/2. So, and if you're using directional paper like I am, make sure that you cut it in the right way. And then you're going to need 2 little bits here that are 6 3/4 by 3/4 inch. And then you're going to need 2 pieces that are 6 1/2 by 1/2 inch. And that goes on top of these. Now on this card, I chose not to put a top layer on this one right here. This was my prototype to see if I could do this. And it is very simple to do. And then we're going to be using a middle piece. Now, I'm using these ticket punches by Tim Holtz. Now, my paper is not going the right way, but it's okay on this one. And these are this is what I used right here. I got this in a D-stash last year from Natasha, who is Natasha Scrapbook Corner. And then the middle part right here punches out. So I chose to punch the middle part out, and then I just did the ticket by itself. One thing about this, now I have a Sizzix Big Kick, and on the Big Kick, my platform is too big for this because it's rather thick. And so what I had to use to make that work is I used my cutting plates, and I used my magnetic, I'll show you. I used my 2 cutting plates. I used my ink sheet transfer pad underneath everything. And then I used 2 church bulletins underneath that. So I sandwiched it all together like this with my cutting plates. And that's how I had to run it through because it was too thick with my cutting platform. And so that's all the bits and pieces that we're going to need. Let's put this aside. You're also going to need some foam tape and a pencil and, of course, glue. And if you craft like me, you also need a cup of coffee. So let's get started. Okay, so you got your 7 by 9 paper. On the 9-inch side, you are going to make some score marks. And we're going to score this at, make sure it's all the way in the corner. We're going to score this at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inches. And then we're going to score it at 6 inches, 7 inches, and 8 inches. Okay? And that's all the scoring that we need per se. Now, you're going to fold this. You have your 3 lines right here. You're going to fold this on the second score line from each end. You're going to score it like that, fold it down, and then this piece on the end is going to be flipped over. So that you have something that looks like, and then we're going to squeeze that down, looks like this. So this middle piece is up and this piece is down. And we're going to do that on the same side. Fold it on the second score line. It's going to be folded in on itself. And then we're going to fold this one on the back of itself. So this is how your card is going to stand. Now, when you fold this card up completely, it will be the size of a 5x7. And it will fit into a 5x7 envelope. Okay? So then we're going to just fold this over like this. And we're going to flatten that side back out. We're going to fold that back over. So you have 2 flaps like this. And then you have these 2 pieces right here. Now, if you can do this with a ruler, you can take your ruler and line it up so that you have 1 through 7 here. And hold your ruler and make little marks. I cannot do that. I don't know why. But I'm using my scoreboard. And you are going to need a pencil for this. And please don't mark heavily on here. But scoot it all the way over to the edge. And then you're just going to make a little mark every 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 2.5, 3, and so on and so on. Okay, and then you're going to flip it over and do it on the same side, on the other side. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, and 6.5. Okay, and then we can get rid of our scoreboard. Then you are going to need your ruler. Now I'm going to line this up on my mat so that it's on the 1/2 inch lines. And this is going to help me keep all this straight. Then I'm going to use a ruler and line that up on my lines. Okay. Then line this up. And then I'm going to connect this line, just make a very light line, to the score mark. Don't go across the middle. And then on the other side to the score mark down. So I'm going to do this all the way across. Just a light pencil mark. And connect those lines. Making sure that your pencil mark is lined up, because you want straight lines. Just very lightly mark this. And it really helps if you have a mat to line this up. It helps for me because, you know, my hands shake sometimes. Oh, that one is off a little bit. And if it gets off a little bit, just erase your line and go back up and do it over. Now, this card does not have to be a Christmas card, obviously. You can make it any kind of card you want to. Use any kind of papers you want to. And I'm going to link Sam's video in the description box. And let you see the kind of cards she did with what the techniques that she used. Like I said, I didn't have the materials that she had. My ruler is getting stuck on something on this side. But you don't need any special materials. If you don't have a scoreboard, use a ruler. I use a ruler a lot. Okay, so what you should have, I don't know if you can see the little pencil marks. Yeah, you can. You should have little lines like this all the way across. And then remember, these two parts right here are not getting marked. This is your outside flaps. So you have this folded over. So what you're going to do is we're going to cut now. And I tried to position my scissors so it'll cut all the way up to the score line is what you're going to do. On each one of these lines that you marked, you're going to cut all the way up to the score line. And I'm taking my time and doing it right. Okay, so there we go. I have both sides cut now. So all you're going to do, if you have any pencil lines showing, just take your little eraser and erase through some of the pencil lines. I tried to cut mine directly in the middle of the pencil line, but sometimes it doesn't work, and that's okay. Because you're marking very lightly, so you should be able to rub all of them off. And I'm just going over here just in case I missed some. Rub lightly so that you don't rub your paper, but I am using good quality cardstock for the base. Okay, so this is what you're going to have right here. All right, now you cut between, you had it folded over, so you cut both layers like this. And then you have your outside layers. That's very important that you don't cut those. Now, all I'm going to do is start folding, and it doesn't matter what end you start on. I'm going to fold this up like a little peak here. And then I'm going to push down this, try to keep it folded is easier. Push this down and leave this one up. And then push this one down and leave that one up. Push this one down, and if they all go, if they go down, it doesn't matter. You can pull it back up, and then we're going to. I use my pencil. Then we're going to keep this one up and push this one down. Keep this one up and push it down. So basically, you're going every other one. You're pushing down and keeping that one up. Like this, so that you have your folded. And this one makes your box or your tower. Okay, and then all I'm doing is folding it in like this. Just kind of hold my little tower open. Like that. So that it stands up. And then we're just going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to fold all those up. Fold down, this one up, this one down, this one up, this one down. Where's my pencil? This really does help. This one up, this one down, this one up, this one down. Let me turn around this way. This one down. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bend it. And then we're going to fold it over like this. And then we're going to fold it back on itself like that, just to crease that score line. Okay, and so this is your card. This is the base of it right here. Pretty easy, huh? And then, like I said, this folds down like this. And that gives you your 5x7 size, and it will fit in a 5x7 envelope. So let's finish it off. Okay, so we're going to do the first map first. And I am just laying this one down as my big mat. This is my little mat. I'm just using a glue stick today. I'm so upset all my glue is stuck, even with my pens and blah, blah, blah in it, you know. And so I've got to go clean out some tips. But you know what? This glue stick's been working great. This is extra strength Elmer glue stick. And so we're just going to line this up and make sure it's going the right way, because mine does say Merry Christmas. And we're just going to eyeball that and put it in the center of the mat. Okay. And then we're going to take our little bits and pieces here. This is our little centerpiece. And this is going to go here like that. And then I am using, instead of a stamp, I'm using one of these stickers here. And I think I am going to use the one that says, again, Happy Holidays, because I think it matches the best. Okay. And I'm just going to take that and line that up in the middle. Oh, sorry, I can't see. Line that up in the middle so that that's touching one end. And, oh, let's get it, well, let's get it even. That is touching another end. Like that. And then I'm just going to run a piece of little score tape. I mean, not score tape. A little piece of foam tape. And put across the back. Okay. I'll stick that to the middle piece. All right. We're going to make this extra dimensional, so we're going to take a piece of another foam tape and run it across the back of this. Kind of staying in the middle where the actual foam tape is on this one, and you can feel it. Fill it off and take our little bag, and then we're going to find the center of this and put it right there. Okay. And this says Merry Christmas. And then this is going to go in the center of our card like that. So I'm just going to put some glue on it. And I don't know. I used some of these on the last ones. I might put a few of those on, but we'll see when I get it on what it looks like. And on the other one, I also put stitch lines throughout it, but I'm not going to do that on this one. Because on the other one, I just used one decorative paper and cardstock. That's my little prototype. So then we're going to just lay this flat. Once you get the score lines going good and use it a few times, it'll lay down flat. And then just kind of eyeball the center of this and lay this down, okay, in the middle. Now, on our sides, we're going to use these little side strips here. And it really is easier if you go ahead and you put the middle piece on before you mount it on the side of the card. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take some glue on my little strip here and put it in the center of the other one. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Okay. And glue that down. And let's do the other one. Oops. All right. And we're going to stick it down to... Oh, I got to clean my craft mat. It's kind of gotten dirty down here. I've been working a lot. This evening I'll have some VRs for you guys for some challenges I have going. And I'm finished up, so. Alright, now we're just going to stick these on our card. And all you need to do is just roll this back a little bit. And then put your glue on. And then eyeball this in the middle. Give it a straight. And then we're going to go this side and push it over a little bit. Put some glue on it. And this is going to go down on the center of this one. I'm really liking this one. Whoops. And we do have a little bit of wiggle room here, thank goodness, because I surely didn't get that on there straight the first time. And then we have our card. So when it's folded up, it looks like this. You have your little sides peeking through. And then when it's standing up, see if I can adjust the camera so you can see it. When it's standing up, it looks like this. How cool is that? So, we have our 2 Christmas cards. Did one in red and one in green for you guys. I just think this is so cool. Please give it a try. If you like these cards, please give it a thumbs up. And if you've not joined my family yet, please do so by clicking that little subscribe button up there. I just think these are really cute. Like I said, they fold flat. And you can put them in a 5x7 envelope. I'm thinking about doing one of this in a blue and white theme. And then I can put little tiny snowflakes on the little arms here. Not sure how that will look. But I didn't have time to get that one prepared. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a try. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. And if you have any suggestions for future cards, please let me know. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.